Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn probability. But before learning a probability, we must be aware of some terms which are used in probability. Those terms are experiment. Now, what is the meaning of experiment? An operation that produces well-defined outcome is called experiment. Random experiment. Now, what is random experiment? Random experiment is an experiment in which all possible outcomes are known, but the exact output cannot be predicted. For example, rolling dice, tossing coin, and so on. Sample space. Set of all possible outcome is known as sample space and is represented by capital S. Now, event. Any subset of space is called event. Probability. Probability means possibility of occurrence or chances of occurrence. Now, what is probability of event? Or we can say, what is the chances of occurring a particular event, or what is the possibility of occurrence of an event? So, probability of event E is defined as n of E divided by n of S. Probability of any event can neither be greater than 1 nor be less than 0. So probability always lies between 0 to 1. For any arbitrary event A and B, probability of A union B is given by probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Two events A and B are said to be mutually exclusive if and only if intersection of those events is 0, or A and B are disjoint. Or in other word, the occurrence of event A has influence on occurrence of event B. Two events A and B are said to be mutually independent if occurrence of A does not depend on occurrence of B. In case of mutually independent event A union B is equals to n of A plus n of B minus n of A into n of B. For any arbitrary event A and B, probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. If A and B are mutually exclusive, then probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B. If A and B are mutually independent, then probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A into probability of B. Probability of A complement is 1 minus probability of A. Now let's solve some probability numericals. So the question is, in a throw of coin, find the probability of getting a head. In order to solve the question, we first need to calculate the sample space. And here, sample space is either head or tail. Therefore, n of s is 2. Let A represents the head, therefore A is h, so n of A is 1. Therefore, probability of A is 1 by 2. So, when a coin is tossed, then the probability of getting head is 1 by 2. Okay, the second question is, a die is tossed, find the probability of getting multiple of 3. When we toss a die, we get either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So, our sample space is 6. Now, let A be the event that represents a multiple of 3. So, A will be 3 or 6. Therefore, n of A is 2. Hence, probability of A will be 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3. Let's solve next question. Question is, from a pack of cards, one card is drawn at a random. Find the probability of getting a queen. So, in a pack of cards, we are having total 52 cards. So, our sample space will be 52C1, which is equal to 52. Let Q be the event that represents a queen. In a pack of cards, we are having total 4 queen, and one queen can be drawn in 4C1 ways, that is 4 way. Therefore, probability of getting a queen is 4 by 52, that is 1 by 13. So let's solve next question. In this question, a bag contains 6 black balls and 8 white balls. One ball is drawn at a random. Find the probability of getting white ball. So let's first find out the sample space. So here we are having total 6 plus 8, 14 balls, and one ball can be drawn in 14 C1 ways, which is equal to 14 way. Let R be the event that represents a white ball. So N of R, since we are having total 8 white balls, it will be 8 C1, which is equivalent to 8. Therefore, probability of R will be 8 by 14, which is 4 by 7. Let's solve next question. Question says, if 3 coins are tossed, then find the probability of getting at most 2 heads. Let's first find the sample space. What are the possibilities when we are tossing a 3 coin? All head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, tail, 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 head, and tail, head, head. So when we toss a coin 3 times, or when 3 coins are tossed, the total number of sample space will be 8. Now let A be the event that represents at most 2 head. At most 2 head means 0 head plus 1 head plus 2 head. It means maximum 2 heads or up to 2 heads. So up to 2 heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So N of A is 7. Therefore, probability of A is 7 by 8. Let's solve next question. Question says, if 2 dice are thrown, then find the probability of A getting a doublet, B getting a sum 9, C total of 10 or 11. So let's first solve the part A. When we throw a 2 dice, then the sample space will be 36. For a single dice, we are having a 6 possible outcome. So for 2 dice, we will have 6 into 6, that is 36 possible outcome. So our sample space is 36. Now let D be the event that represents doublet. So D will contain 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, and 6 6. So there are total 1 2 3 4 5 6. So N of D is 6. Therefore, probability of getting doublet will be 6 by 36, that is 1 by 6. Let's solve part B, getting a sum 9. Let A be the event that represents sum 9. Therefore, A can either be a 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, or 6, 3. So there are 4 instances when the sum on 2 dice will be equivalent to 9. So N of A is 4. Therefore, probability of A will be 4 by 36, that is 1 by 9. Let's solve part C. The part C says, find the probability of getting total of 10 or 11. Let T be the event that represents total of 10 or 11. So we will get 10 when 4, 6, 5, 5 or 6, 4 occurs, and we get 11 when 5, 6 or 6, 5 occurs. So while throwing a 2 dice, we are getting 11 only at 5 instances, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore n of t is 5. Hence probability of t is 5 by 36. Let's solve next question. A question says a box contains 4 red ball, 5 blue and 3 green ball. If 2 balls are drawn at a random from the box, then find the probability of getting both red balls. So let's first find the sample space. Here we are having 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 balls. Out of 12 balls, 2 balls are drawn at a random. Therefore, sample space will be 12C2, which is equivalent to 12 factorial, 10 factorial, 2 factorial. So, 12 into 11 into 10 factorial divided by 10 factorial into 2. So, cancel 10 factorial with 10 factorial, 2 with 12. So, we will get 66. Therefore, sample space is 66. Now, let R represents the number of red ball. So in order to get both the red ball, n of R will be 4C2, that is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, that is 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 2 into 2. So 2 and 2, now 6. Therefore probability of getting both the red ball will be 6 by 66, that is 1 by 11. Let's solve next question. Question says a box contains 6 blue, 2 red, 4 green and 3 yellow balls. If 3 balls picked at a random, what is probability of getting none of the yellow ball? Okay, so let's first find the sample space. We are having total 6 plus 2, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 3, 15 balls. Out of 15 balls, 3 balls are picked at a random. So sample space will be 15C3, that is 15 factorial divided by 12 factorial divided by 3 factorial, that is 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 factorial divided by 12 factorial into 3 into 2. So 12 factorial and 12 factorial get cancelled. 3, 5, 7, that is 35 into 13 is 455. So number sample space is 455. Now let Y be the event which represents none of the ball is yellow. So first count non-yellow balls. So non-yellow balls are 6 plus 2, 8 plus 12. So there are total 12 non-yellow balls. Out of 12 non-yellow balls, 3 can be drawn in 12C3 ways. So 12 factorial, 9 factorial, 3 factorial, 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 factorial divided by 9 factorial, 3 into 2. So 9 factorial cancelled, 3, 2, 2, that is 220. Therefore n of y is 220. So probability of getting 0 yellow ball or none of the yellow, or probability of getting 0 yellow ball or none of the yellow ball will be 220 by 455, that is 4 by 91. Let's solve next question. A question says a box contains 6 red, 4 blue, 2 green and 3 yellow balls. If 4 balls are drawn at a random, what is probability of getting 1 green, 2 blue and 1 red ball? So let's first find the sample space. Now to find the sample space, count the total number of ball. 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. So out of 15 balls, 4 balls are drawn at a random. So our sample space is 15C4, which is equal to 15 factorial divided by 11 factorial divided by 4 factorial. That is 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 factorial divided by 11 factorial 4 into 3 into 2. 11 factorial and 11 factorial cancel. 4 and 3, 12 cancel. 7. 105 into 13 is equals to 1365. Therefore, our sample space is 1365. G represents a green ball. So one green ball out of 2 can be selected in 2C one way, which is 2. Let B represents blue ball. So 2 blue ball out of 4 can be selected in 4C two way, which is 4 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, that is 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 2 into 2, which is equal to 6. Let R represent red ball. Out of 6 red ball, 1 can be selected in 6 way. Therefore, probability of getting 1 green and 2 blue and 1 red ball is 2 into 6 into 6 divided by 1365, which is 72 by 1365. Let's solve next question. The question says a box contains 20 bulbs, out of which 4 are defective. 2 bulbs are chosen at random. What is probability of getting at least 1 defective bulb? Let's first find the sample space. A box has 20 bulbs, out of which 2 are selected at random. So n of s will be 20C2, which is equals to 20 factorial divided by 18 factorial into 2 factorial, that is 20 into 19 into 18 factorial divided by 18 factorial into 2. So we are having a sample space of 190. In this question, we have to find the probability of getting at least 1 defective bulb. So first, we will find the probability of getting none of the defective bulb. So let D be the event that represents no defective bulb. Out of 20 bulbs, 4 are defective. It means 16 bulbs are non-defective. Out of 16 non-defective bulbs, 2 bulbs can be selected in 16C two ways, that is 16 factorial divided by 2 factorial 14 factorial. So 16 into 15 into 14 factorial divided by 14 factorial into 2, that is 120. Therefore, probability of non-defective bulb is 120 by 190, that is 12 by 19. Therefore, probability of at least 1 defective is equals to 1 minus probability of no defective, which is 1 minus 12 by 19, that is 19 minus 12 by 19. So answer is 7 by 19. Let's solve next question. Question says in a class there are 15 boys and 10 girls. 3 students are selected at random. Find the probability of getting 2 boys and 1 girl. Let's first find the sample space. There are total 25 students. Out of 25 students, 3 students can be selected in 25C3 ways, which is 25 factorial divided by 3 factorial 22 factorial, that is 25 into 24 into 23 into 22 factorial divide by 3 into 2 into 22 factorial, which is equals to 100 into 23, that is 2300. So n of s or sample space is 2300. One girl out of 10 girl can be selected in 10C1 ways, and 2 boys out of 15 boys can be selected in 15C2 ways. So 10C1 is 10 and 15C2 is 15 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 13 factorial, that is 15 into 14 into 13 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 13 factorial. So 2 factorial is 7. Therefore, probability of one girl and 2 boys is equals to 105 divided by 2300, which is so it is 1050 by 2300. 0 get cancelled. Now 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 21 by 46.